Alright, so I am going to be doing this example to remind you of how to rotate a shape 180 degrees on the coordinate plane. Our rule is going to be that our original coordinate pair x, y, both the x and the y value are going to be multiplied by -1, or their sign is going to flip, if you would prefer to say it that way. So x, y is going to become -x, -y. Alright, so our first step is to write down our original points so that we can perform our rotation. Point A is right 1 up 3, so that's going to be +1, 3. Point B is right 7 up 6, so that is going to make point B 7, 6. And point C is right 8 up 0, so that is going to make it 8, 0. And now we are ready to apply our rule. So turning A to A prime, +1, +3, both signs are going to change. +1 will become -1, and +3 will become -3. Turning B to B prime, +6, or excuse me, +7 will become -7, and +6 will become -6. And turning C to C prime, +8 will become -8, and 0 will just stay 0 because there's no such thing as a -0. And these coordinates will be the vertices of our new triangle. Before I graph them, I'm going to just point something out really quickly. If we'd had a point that began with a negative coordinate, so let's say that we had another point F, and its original location had been -1, -3, just like this one, it would have flipped the signs on both of them. So when F had turned to F prime, -1 would become +1, and -3 would have become +3. So if it's positive, it becomes negative, vice versa. The only time it doesn't change is if one of the coordinates is 0. Okay, so now jumping back to our original example, we have points A prime, B prime, and C prime, and we are ready to graph them. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and write them in the answer spot provided on the sheet. So A prime is -1, -3. B prime is -7, -6, and C prime was -8, 0. Alright, so graphing point A prime, -1 means we go left 1, and -3 means we go down 3 for the y coordinate. That's going to put us right there, and I'm going to go ahead and label that one A prime. B prime was -7, -6, that means left 7, and then down 6. Going to put us right there, and I'm going to label it B prime. And C was -8, 0, so we go left 8 right here, and then 0 means we don't go up or down, so that will be C prime. And our last step is to connect the vertices to form our triangle, and you can see that each point moved halfway around a circle that was centered at the origin. And that is all that you need to do to perform a 180 degree rotation.